Okay. Yes. So I just walked the property with a caretaker. Super nice guy, very knowledgeable individual. So basically what I've looked at here is I'll just kind of throw my opinion into the matter and you guys can take it from there. I would suggest seeing some of the scraping and so forth that's going to be needed on this top part of the house. My suggestion on this is that my suggestion is to kind of, I'm very utilitarian, and that is to just get it now before it gets worse, because it's not going to get better, and it's in dire need. So I guess the shutters would be coming down that the woodpeckers for some reason have destroyed. So shutters coming down, then the place would have to be pressure washed to the hilt, and then dry, and then scraped. And I mean scraped, 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 and sanded, and I use the best primers. I have done some historical houses out in Austin, Texas that are far worse than this. So with that said, it's not a big deal, but I know I could make this place look brand new. So what I see is that I see, you know, this is faded, this is faded. My suggestion would just be to spray the darn house out at one time, because if you do the trim now, the next painter is going to need to spray and mask off that trim. So his price, because that trim will be done by us, so his price is going to be even higher than you could imagine, just for the aspect of doing that. So it almost behoove you, and the utilitarian aspect, to just do everything and start the time clock, as we say. Just go done, start the time clock, go. And now cleaning, so we get here, we move all the furniture to an area like right out here. We cover everything. We make sure everything is covered and windows are shut, and then we pressure wash. There's a lot of areas that look to be missed. We are prepping gurus. We prep. And that's the key, and that's why you can find us on Yelp and so forth. We do not mess around with our prep. I see sagging and scraping all over that top piece. We caulk in every angle. Cracks like this, sanded, caulked. I mean, every single angle. It's very important that this place is sealed up. I'm seeing areas down here where we're not sealed. I'm seeing wear already on the paint, which is going to be a bad situation as it proceeds. It's only going to get worse, so we might do the trim and then you have us back. Now, looking underneath here, it does not appear that the bottom side of this was primed either. So that would be something that we have to take into consideration as well. That would have to be primed, as will stuff like this. Scraped, scraped, scraped. Shutters would come down. If there are new shutters, we would paint them in place. If that was the case, and if that's what you decided to do, I can fix all that gutter, or I can fix all that fascia stuff. I can fix every bit of that. It will take 3 or 4 guys a good 2 or 3 days of just prepping. I mean, just prepping. It is a considerable amount of work. These woodpeckers have definitely taken their toll, but again, my price would entail the entire prep of everything underneath all this railing, everything. I mean, even to the aspect that no, this door really doesn't need it, but any door, if it needs polyurethane, if it needs a coat of varnish, we do that. All these are removed, marked for number, which one they are, and then we will put them out in the driveway or out in the shed. My cost obviously would also